level 27 hype. That's awesome, Blue Streak. Hello, everybody. Getting the last little things ready for the stream today. Get that death counter ready. Hoping it doesn't tick up anymore, but you know, crazy things happen. Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, it is Friday once again where we are doing our official ROCKFISH Games stream. I am your host, your guide, and your servant, Eric Schrader, your community ambassador. I am joined with Gary Geekbyte, our community manager. Say hello, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Wonderful. We're going to be answering your questions through the course of this next 2-hour gameplay segment of our Nightmare difficulty playthrough. We did start a brand new save. We are getting close to the end of Ceto. That is where we are going to continue onwards. A couple of things to note. I am playing a development build. That means you can expect probably some bugs that are gonna show up from time to time. It happens, okay? It's not like a fully stable build. Maybe a little bit of wonkiness, but if you keep your eyes peeled, you might discover something different or new around little corners. So yeah, it's just a little bonus for being here. Probably not going to talk about them. I might talk about one or two. We'll see what happens. It'll be kind of fun. But technically there's nothing on the docket today to officially tease. Nothing that's specifically getting showcased. It's just a continuation of our gameplay segment. So yeah, it'll be a good time. So welcome to everybody. I see some people already talking about a ship to choose since I had made mention in the title as well as the Discord notification. We are going to swap ships today. We've been playing with the gunship a number of times and it's proven to be very effective. It's a very great ship. But my particular playstyle happens to like other ships. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be swapping to a different ship. So without further ado, let's go ahead and continue into our Nightmare save. Wrap up this Ceto storyline and swap our ships. It'll be good. Also, legitimately, welcome everybody. Hope that your week has gone incredibly well. Mine was stressful, but it's done. We are through it. I am happy, I am pleased. This weekend is gonna be filled with much joy for some personal effects. It is my youngest daughter's birthday today. I got Mother's Day on the weekend. It is a family-filled event from like now until Monday. My mind's gonna just be blown. It's awesome. I'm like just on cloud 9. So it's wonderful. It's really good to see all of you guys. It's really good to see all of you sneaking on in. Let me know what you guys are doing this weekend. what your plans are, if you got anything lined up. It's always wonderful hearing what you guys are up to. But yeah, we're gonna clear out the rest of this Ghost Fleet area. Some repetitive shooting. Also, I didn't check my volume levels for the game. If that's too high, you let me know. So like, Eric, I can't hear you over the sounds of destruction. I can make those adjustments. Now we did just clear out this base. This is where we literally saved, where we left off. So now we just need to go to the ghost ship. We have a damaged shield? Do we care about this in a gunship? Do we? I'm not sure if we need to worry about this, honestly. But let's just do a quick review of other things that we may or may not need to adjust. Man, look at this already. We don't even have any blueprint progress here. All right, let's just start getting some things. And we got a repeater as well? Oh my gosh. I am tempted to replace the decimator with the repeater. I know it doesn't look like it does as much damage, and technically it doesn't damage per second. However, it does make up for in its proc chances because it is shooting more projectiles every single shot. Now, I do have a certain tool on in this particular development build. So if you're looking at these stats, you're going, oh, hey, you can see new stuff there. Yes, this is in fact new stuff. So in the game settings, I have a new button here that says show detailed weapon stats, and it says show. This is something that will be coming to you for free. This is not bound to the premium DLC. No. If you want to see these stats, you don't have to give us $1 for every stat or anything nonsensical like that. Definitely coming at you in the future. Let's see. We got 2 Bloodstar repeaters even. Oh my gosh. 2% chance to deal corrosion damage. Ooh, that actually is a fantastic proc chance for this weapon. So let's clear out this other one. Maybe we need to clean out just even. Let's just clean out a healthy bit more of this, just to get things moving along. This is that weapons output sucks, and I need that so badly. I don't know. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can swap to that. But man, let's at least clear these out because we know we don't need those. We'll hang on to this for now. Let's start moving into the gameplay segment. Let's start moving along. We're heading over to the Ghost Fleet. And that's where we are going. So while I'm flying through super light, I'm gonna go super slow. We're gonna get there too fast. I was gonna see what you guys are doing this weekend. I see you're all commenting happy birthday to my daughter. Thank you. My youngest daughter, turning 3. Car show, the season is tomorrow, says Blue Streak. Okay, all right, nice. Volume's good. Excellent. Thadero says nightmare mode. She's been streaming on normal, getting my butt kicked. Oh my gosh. It's all good, man. No, the game is not something that you can just like pick up and play and you're a natural at it. Like, let's be clear, as a developer on the team with a lot of playtesting sessions to ensure balancing has been according, yeah, I mean, I kind of have a little bit of an upper hand to be able to charge into this without too much issue at play. I mean, I still struggle from time to time. That's why I have 5 deaths. But yeah, no worries. No worries. It's good stuff. Will there ever be an EVERSPACE 3? That's a great question. I hope so. That would be pretty awesome. That'd be pretty cool. However, we do have plans to add free content to EVERSPACE 2, as well as ensure that we get a premium DLC out the door. That's kind of our focus right now, as you can probably imagine. Once we get that stuff done, then we'll start talking about the funsies future, like, you know, an EVERSPACE 3, right? That sounds awesome. That'd be great. That would be amazing. Oh yeah, that felt really good. Picking off that last armor on his left wing. That was great. Okay, so mission-wise, we are here to pick up a hive unit. So let's start looking for one. You know what loves decimators? Cruise missiles. That's fair. Let's see if we can get this through without blowing ourselves up. Cool. Success. Do we already have this, though? This should just be straight credits, right? Yeah, straight credits. Oh, that's great. Anytime you have a device already and you find it out in the wild, they will earn you double credits? Something like that. Gets you a lot of credits. We got 6,000 credits just for finding a device we already had. So it can be useful if you pick them up from a store, if you buy them there. Because if you find it, you make your money back. Of course, if you don't have the money or you're, you know, saving, you can always just find it too.
Yeah, the fleet was always stingy when it came to their hive tech. They didn't even give one to me. Something about this place feels horribly wrong. We really shouldn't be here.
Just move some of this stuff out of the way. Now, did I pick up some? I saw get those plates, Eric. Wait, what plates? Did I miss some plates? Oh, I need to combine my mainframe expansion, that's for sure. Do utility for the moment. Let's go ahead and combine some of these items which are gonna help us out. These web missiles, I mean, I have really enjoyed those web missiles just because they auto fire, but they are unfortunately getting dated. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a straight increase of effect duration. But even still, it's not too great at this time. I really am tempted about this just because of the weapon energy output of Bloodstar weapons, as was mentioned in the chat as well. But man, it's so hard to decide. So hard to decide.
Damn it. We're running out of time. There is one here. I know it.
Here we go. We're gonna switch to Stinger this week. I don't know. Stinger could be a good choice. I'm a big fan of Stinger. Stinger is one of my favorites. Stinger is, in fact, one of my favorites. Well, quit locking onto him. Shoot the drones. Thank you. Pew! Oh, come back. Don't go that far. Don't go that far. Ah. Went a little further than I would have liked it to. Oh, that missed? Oh, my gosh. Oh, how dare I? How dare I miss? That's embarrassing. Hope my mom wasn't watching. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. My grandma, she's texting me right now. What a disappointment. Oh my goodness. Whew. One more try. Third time's the charm, right? Woo! Can't miss at point blank range, right? Ooh, renegade plating. Hang on, hang on. Yeah, I mean, I want to get the Bloodstar benefits, so we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna slap that bad boy on. Repair per kill sucks, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We can deal with that for now.
There is no hive here.
We can deal with that for now.
Dead end. You're wrong. There is one. You said that before, and it's right over there.
My daughter's watching and you're making her sad. Oh my gosh. My daughter, if my 3-year-old daughter's watching from school, from her like, I don't even know, what is it called? They watch her. It's play session, play group time for all the kids. If those teachers had this stream on right now, that'd be hilarious. That's for sure. But also probably not appropriate for a bunch of 3-year-olds.
When the gas mask said that no one ever left this place alive.
I'm skipping this. I normally skip these cutscenes. Just so you guys are aware. We're like doing the story, but we're not like embracing it. What you're experiencing here in this playthrough is mostly like a completion style playthrough. Like I want to get all the secrets and everything. You'll notice that I'm not collecting all of them in all the locations because I have simply forgotten where some of them are. And so, yeah. Once I unlock the ability to know my percentage completions, I'll definitely be returning and doing more thorough exploration. It's good stuff. All right. So we need to figure out where we are going. Aside from, you know, heading back over here for something to happen. Do we want to get a new ship before stuff going down? Or do we want to go have stuff go down and then get a new ship? That's the question. That's the question. Oh my gosh. Everyone's on board the Stinger train, it seems. I'll wait for YouTube to catch up. Everyone deserves the chance to get on this. The answer is no. Did I ask a yes or no question? Wait.
I think they're having their own conversation. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, awesome. I might go over here while you guys are thinking that over. Yeah, if I see a Stinger to buy, I'll do the Stinger today. I'm a huge fan of the Stinger. It's so good. The only problem with the Stinger is that in the early game of Nightmare, whew, it seriously can't take much damage, like at all, until it pops. It just explodes. So it'll definitely be something I need to take good care of. Gunship's the place to be. Oh yeah, no, the gunship's proven to be very effective, but I don't want to play any ship for too long during the course of these streams. Goodness gravy. There we go. Shield shutdowns on the coil gun. Whew. Combat was way closer than it truly should have been. Bloodstar Prospector out there. Whew. Whew. Yeah, if you guys do have any questions, you can tag Rockfish Games, you can tag Geekbite. We will take care of you. We'll answer those in a short while. Is this the one where it bounces? I can't remember. Oh gosh, it's been too long. It's been too long since I played this game. It's been 47 years. Oh gosh. Let's see. All right, yeah, we gotta collect all the little stuff and things. So I know we passed one. I think there's another one over here, if I'm not mistaken. I have to remember how to get into the, oh wait, no. It's right here. Yep. Oh, that's the panel we need. I didn't want the debris, I wanted the panel. Jeez. Goodness gravy. All right, we're gonna put this over here. Just like so. I don't want you flying anywhere, just stay there, thank you. Here, on the other hand, you can get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, that shield shutdown is nice. Cool. All right, so we need 3 power cores. We have 2 located. every 5 deaths I should swap ships, but then I'm never gonna swap ships. I'm probably gonna swap ships way more often now because I said that. All right, let's see. The other one is over here in this debris, right? Right? No? Did we move this one too? I thought we put in the 2 debris fields. I'm a crazy person. Who's hiding these things anyway? Tony, where'd you move this to? You know, fun fact though, with all sincerity, you know, we had to take a lot of care in how we did the layouts of these handcrafted locations. We went back and adjusted where certain things were found several times. And me calling out Tony, I'm honestly not calling him out. That man has done so many great things to make sure the content is placed fairly to reward you based on your exploration. Like if you're doing your due diligence, you're gonna find everything, sincerely. Stuff isn't just randomly stuck in various spots. No, like there are things that lead you to it. Like for example, the middle of a blown out asteroid that has a bunch of debris inside. It's always something that's kind of pointing you in that direction. All right, so, oh, wrong side. Whoops. So definitely use your surroundings if you're ever lost on trying to find something. There we go. Oh, you get out of here too. What in the world? Come here, please. Oh my gosh. I like going to first-person no HUD view for this. Just makes it a heck of a lot easier to line up things. There we go. Awesome. All right, so it sounds like we're gonna go see if there's a stinger in stock. Over yonder. Woo, let's answer some questions. What do we got?
We have a few lined up and they're all just coming through right now as well.
Cool.
Right. So, first up, we have Fred Specvet over on YouTube is wanting to know, will we ever see the option to change the voice of our hive unit permanently?
Probably not. Probably not. And I say probably not with actually I should just say no, you're not going to be able to. That would require doubling up on all voiceover lines for the hive at whatever point we would allow that. Even if that was like after the main story was completed, you're still looking at a tremendous number of voice lines. And then on top of that, anything extending in probably to like the DLC content would need that as well. I'm not sure if that's the best use of our resources. Would it be fun? Oh yeah, definitely agree that would be, you know, a delight to have. But that playful interaction between Adam and the hive is more just that, a playful interaction. It's not meant to actually be an option for the player. So, but it's a good question regardless. Let's answer another one.
Okay, we've got Super Scrapper over on Twitch this time. He's asking, obviously earlier when you got your duplicate device, etc., that you get the credits for it. Mm-hmm. He did say, what about devices in shops? Can they be stopped from being sold if we already have it? Would that be an option?
That is something I think we talked about internally and might actually end up getting changed. So basically, if you have a device and you go to a shop that would normally be selling the device, it just wouldn't restock it. So the next time a certain amount of time would pass in game, the device simply just disappears from its selection. So for example, like this quantum entangler, which we don't have? Do we have the quantum entangler? Yes, we do. So like we have it right now. It's just kind of annoying that that's sitting there because we can't buy it. It's already unlocked, right? So we might remove that. Now, just also keep in mind that that is not a gameplay breaking or impeding system right now. So on a level of priority, it's basically like the tiniest one, right? There's not a demand for us to like charge into this, be like, we gotta remove it from the shops right now. Like that's, you know, so it's not likely you will see that change anytime soon, but it is something that we are aware of, and it might be something that we address. No guarantees. No guarantees. So that's a curious question though. I like it. I like it. Let's answer another one.
Right. Slowing Tetson is wanting to know, I'm not spoiling this one too much, but some of the companions don't have perks currently. Are we likely to see them get perks in the future?
Oh yeah, I mean, so you're referring to characters that you meet quite a bit later in the game who aren't technically companions. They are characters that you meet and they kind of join things that are going on. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. So that's a better question for us whenever we get more into like DLC territory. It's, you know, it's hard to say. Like it's hard to say, oh yeah, absolutely. But I also can't really say, no, we're not going to do that. Like it's very much a toss-up. Ask again when we are in a different position a little bit further down the line. Like after we get the free content update, ask that question again. Maybe we'll have a more direct answer. I'm not sure. So let's answer another question.
Right, Spook Knight on Twitch. There's a new statement on projectile velocity in the item tooltips that seems to be a placeholder. Is it an actual effect?
Projectile velocity? That should, wait, it's not showing? It's not showing. I don't see projectile velocity.
I wonder if it's a specific weapon.
It should be on all weapons, actually. That's curious. That should actually be appearing on all of them, the projectile velocity. At least that was what we discussed. I'll have to talk with the team about that one. Yeah, because we have the charge duration, which is new. We have the, like you'll have the spread that's also listed, which spread should also be on every single weapon. At least the ones that matter, I suppose, because the railgun doesn't matter.
Spook Knight has just said increased velocity to all primary weapons.
Oh, for the decimator specifically. That is a specific trait for the decimator. That's a specific trait to the decimator. I'm still trying to find velocity though, because I honestly thought, wait, maybe it's not, because I see the increased velocity to all primary weapon projectiles here too. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't even know what I'm talking about, apparently. Is that supposed to, no, that can't be. I'll have to get further clarity on that, actually. Let me poke a team member about this. I don't know if they're going to be online. In fact, I can almost guarantee that they won't, but I know who to talk to about this. Because we went through and we were trying to figure out like what stats do we want to have for these additional stats to look at, right? Because like we're gamers here. We want to min-max everything, and in order to understand all of those little intricacies and complexities, we need to know every single possible value. And one of those values that was discussed was, in fact, the projectile velocity. So I wonder if that has something to do with that, but I need to get clarity. So I'm gonna ask a question off stream real quick, and then we'll keep going. And maybe I'll get an answer before the end of the stream. I'm not sure. All right, so I've asked, again, most team members are out and they're gone. Their workday has concluded. But if I get a response on that, I'll follow up. That is curious, though. That must have been snuck in when I wasn't looking. How dare the team do that, right? How dare the team do that? But, oh, whoops. Helps to click into the game so I have access to it. Gonna just clear out some of these other things that I don't want to sell them. I want to just benefit from them. Let's actually look at our ship dealer first. We have a Vindicator, Interceptor, Bomber. We have a tier 1, just a tier 1, not a 1+ Stinger. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And our only other option aside from the Bomber is an Interceptor. Are we locked into this? Do we have to fly an Interceptor today? Oh no. You know what? We're close enough to Union. We're gonna keep moving the story forward, and then when we get to Prescott, we'll look at our options there. Then we can decide even further. Because I know you guys wanted the Stinger. Frankly speaking, I do too. But yeah. Just looking at some of these, just looking at nothing crazy. I'm just checking the passives, you know, like what anyone would do whenever they're looking at ships. Nothing, you know, that you guys probably haven't seen. Just my curious eyes wandering around. It's just nothing to see here. All right, let's go ahead and mark these as seen. We're gonna go ahead and fly on over and complete our missions. Complete this mission, see what ships are being sold. And while we are flying over there, let's answer another question. Let's keep that trend going.
All right, Slurring Texans back again on YouTube. Got a question. When the last 3 missiles deal plus 100% damage, and there's a 20% chance of auto-fire on critical hit, do those auto-fired missiles also deal 100% damage?
Yes, they do. So one of the reasons why we organized those bonuses in that capacity is entirely because of those stats. They do, in fact, pair together. So if you do have them both, that's a pretty strong benefit if you keep those missiles down, right? That's a pretty strong benefit. It's a nice combo. And I do know that we also evaluated the Bomber in the case of ensuring that you are getting the benefit whenever your energy is also below like a certain threshold too. So when your energy is below a certain threshold and we're shooting a missile that has that bonus, you will actually gain the bonus. You will. Isn't that great? Kayaking? Hello! Now I said I wasn't gonna watch these cutscenes, and look at me watching the cutscenes. I like this cutscene. All right. Next question.
Right. Again, from Slorin on YouTube. When you reach level 30, you get a message that it will be possible in the future to earn more XP. Is that just a leftover thing from early access, or is it a sign of potential things to come?
It's a sign of potential things to come. Yeah, I mean, we're not sold on just increasing the level gains. That's also kind of a conversation we're having internally. I mean, there's two sides to that coin, right? It's like one side of it is like, oh yeah, like if there's more content, you gain more experience. Like it makes sense to be able to level up and get new player perks, right? Of course that makes sense. At the same time, our level 30 perks are already really strong, right? And there's other means to gain experience. And there's a lot other content in the game that doesn't care about what experience you have anyway. Like reaching a level 30 in-game state, getting all the stuff at level 30, that's already incredibly satisfying. So the odds of us not increasing the level cap like with the premium DLCs? Probably less likely. I feel like we probably will, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's answer one more question, and then we'll go into this mission.
One that we may not be able to answer, but you may have some details on. Are we likely to see any new patch in the near future?
We actually might. I love this question. So, we have been hard at work. You guys know about that flak issue that has been plaguing us for forever. And I think last week I was getting a little excited because we may have found a solution. Yes, we actually did find a solution. Yay, awesome, wonderful. So we would like to push that through sooner than later. So, you know, I say this and, you know, I can't guarantee it would even happen by the end of this month, for example, but I do know because that is a game-breaking bug, right? Because it is a game-breaking bug and it is stopping certain users from experiencing the game, we want to fix that. And we want to fix that as quickly as we possibly can, right? So, because of those things lining up, it is possible that we could see another hotfix somewhat soonish-ish, okay? But I don't know the specific details of that. I don't know, like, if there's any additional conversation circulating around that. I don't even know if that hotfix would include literally anything else. So it's probably, that's exciting news for those who have suffered that flak bug, you know, talking about where you literally have your game crash and you can't play anymore, like anytime you use a flak. But for those of you who are outside of that, if you were like looking for more little bits of content, like being able to see advanced details on a weapon, hold your horses, all right? We're still compiling all of those elements. We're still figuring out what that needs to look like and bringing that to fruition. So, yeah, hopefully that's provides at least decent clarity for that question. But can't go into too much more detail than that, unfortunately. So, all right, so that was the last question. We're gonna go into this mission chain now. And then we're gonna start heading over to Prescott. And on our travel over to Prescott, we might answer a couple more questions, but I wanna get this done first. I need to focus. I need to focus.
I think it worked.
Does that sound louder than normal? Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. Not quite. It's close. There we go. Oh yeah, he did. There we go.
He's repairing himself.
Plot armor, man. He was totally dead.
Back to base. Find Maddox. No. Doing this together. Yeah, right. Oh man. This is why I hate plans.
All the things skipped. Hi there, Delia. Good morning, Ben. Oh, we should have listened to the microwave beep. Dang it. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. Oh well. All right, so let's get ourselves repaired up. Actually, that was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. I thought that might have been a challenge on nightmare difficulty. What was I thinking? All right, let's go ahead and answer some more questions.
Right, I've got one lined up from Excelsior over on YouTube. He's asking, have you guys considered a sonar tool for end game? Sometimes exploration stroke 100%ing locations is a bit frustrating.
Yeah, we have considered it. Next question.
We've got one from Wizard Jerry, but we've kind of answered this one in the chat. They wants to know, is it possible to explain a bit of detail about how the flak bug has actually happened but said that we might need to get a technical answer from the team once we've got it in place.
I mean, I could dig up all the stuffs about it. Goodness gravy. We did so many different tests to figure it out. I would legitimately would have to ask, because I was not, there was a certain point where like it was just in the hands of our team that focuses on those technical issues, because it was something that was rather specific, rather unfortunate, hardwired into the back end of the game. So I don't track that type of stuff. I make sure that the community is taken care of here, right? I make sure that the game is operating to its fullest extent and covering new gameplay features. I'm working on elements like that. So I could get that information for you. I don't know how relevant it would be if we do post like a hotfix. If, again. Oh, and Michael actually gave confirmation. So actually, I'm glad we brought up this question. Thanks, Michael, for that. He says, can confirm that we're working on a patch that should go live very soon, TM. Okay. There might be some information in the patch notes, that kind of say, fix the flak because of an issue caused by X, Y, or Z. If that's not listed there, I'm still gonna get the information anyway, and I'll let you guys know maybe through the Discord with added infos. The flak post-mortem, a bug post-mortem, I appreciate that, Michael. I think the community would too. I think that's cool. Good idea. I do think that's a good idea. Because yeah, it's a curious thing. It's a curious thing. So let's answer another question, because I'm gonna get to this new location and then I'm just gonna go straight to Prescott Starbase.
We've got one over on YouTube, Dave00. Please tell us, guys, you plan to add more customization, like more colors and especially more ship modules. The heavy class is severely lacking. I have actually said that not everything's in the game yet, but I'll let you embellish.
Yes. There is definitely more coming. Absolutely. We want to make sure that there's similar opportunities between all classes for their bodies, their engines, their wings. And this also applies to the tier 4 wing sets as well. So, yes. The answer is yes. Let's do another question.
I've not got any at the moment,
that's
so
great.
you're free to fly on.
No, that's great. That's great. I'm glad we were whipping through those. I was trying to get it more of like a consolidated thing, so that's good stuff. Now I can focus on exploring a little bit of Union here, because there's gonna be a healthy amount.
What's that G&B general broadcast about?
Michael's just added a little bit of information about modules. He says that can confirm more heavy class ship modules coming with the free update later this year.
Cool. Cool. I don't think Eric knows what embellishment means. Doesn't it mean to basically like go into great detail? Is that not right?
Yeah, it's just enhancing the answer, embellishing, filling out an answer.
Okay. Of course, the British guy knows.
Aluminum.
Aluminium. I love that. Oh my gosh. Anyway. You want a Vanguard buff? I do too! Frankly speaking, T3 Cube. I do too. And if I want it and I've been helping balance this game, shoot. I can only imagine what's gonna happen. I can only imagine what's gonna happen. Man, look at us just skipping through the story. Oh my gosh. What's interesting is that skipping the story, it takes a lot away from the immersion factor, honestly. Like all these little characters and interactions, it's good. It feels good. Like even just the AI bot here asking what you want. There's so much here, but man, there's this stream, this hardcore, this nightmare difficulty playthrough, because we don't have hardcore and we're not planning on it. Gotta clarify that now that I accidentally slipped up and said that. No, there's not plans for hardcore. But this nightmare mode difficulty play, I really do want to like complete as much of the stuff as I possibly can.
Who do we have here?
I really, really do. And that's why we're skipping a lot of the text. But that being said, you're going to get a lot of gameplay, and you'll have plenty of questions, I'm sure, to get clarity on what all these things mean and what they're doing, etc., etc. All right, let's see. Ooh, 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 oh, ooh. It's expensive. It's expensive, but oh, I wonder if we can work up to that. That's not terrible. Like there, I mean, it's clearly there's a difference there. No. Clearly there's a difference there, but I mean, I'm definitely feeling some good vibes with that stinger. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Like, definitely appreciating some, actually, that one, I think that one was something we already had. Anyway. Just like, I'm very eager to fly a stinger. I want to see if I can get that amount of money. Oh my gosh. Definitely want to see if I can reach, you know, those very high level, that one's also common. So let's see if we can take on some jobs, maybe get some monies, power through this in a way to churn that bad boy out. We also want this mining tracker too. That's incredibly nice. And the startup delays, oh my gosh. There's too many things. All of this stuff's good. Why do we do that? Why do we make good stuff in this game? I'd love to have it ignore when not in combat. Like, gosh, that would be amazing. But we do need more flawless, Culver, and neutron membranes. So we'll have to work into that. Hornet looks so cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hornets are overly aggressive little whimsical things, both in real life and also in this game. Like they're just, it's delightful. Absolutely delightful.
What do you want?
Dang it, it didn't do it. I was hoping for a different audio to play there, but it didn't happen. All right, on to the casino. Oh no, over here to the DMZ research station. We got to pick up all the side missions. We need to have way too many side missions. Is this mic on one? Yeah, I love that one. It makes me happy. It makes me very happy. So all right, let's see all of our missions. We got 4 missions. Twin stations is an important one. We did pick that one up. That's good. Oh, we also need to be completing our challenges. Oh my gosh, we haven't completed. We have to kill drones with missiles? Holy cow! I want that Cinnabar engine color. Let's take a turn back around and take care of that. We do need to have more standardized missiles in order to accomplish that, however, which we can probably craft some. Yeah, we can just craft some standard homing missiles to take care of this. Yeah. Well, we'll do this for now. And then once we have that completed, we'll swap over to the fun stuffs. Any drones over here? Oh, yeah. All right. Already looking good for us. Nope. There we go. One down.
Done and dusted.
All right. Our tractor beam's not fast enough yet. Oh gosh. Even the gunship's faster than it. Oh, we got an FFT core? How's this one in comparison? Oh, I feel like it's even worse. Oh, because it's a lower level. Just don't know. Just don't know. Let's try it. Let's just see how it goes. If it's super bad, then we'll rethink life.
Hi, I'm looking for a guy named Daryl.
You thought I was tracking that challenge 3 streams ago? And I think I removed it for a different one that we completed. I'm actually pretty sure that's what happened. Because we completed all the Ceto Explorer ones, but now we need to get very close to the sun and we're not in Ceto. Well, that'll be the first thing we do whenever we go back there though. All right, let's go to Cephas Downs. No, let's take some jobs. Hold up, let's take some jobs. Let's get some credits going. Let's get some credits going. I think the next thing I want to do is get a ship. Let's get a new ship. The gunship has definitely gotten a lot of love from us. So let's spread the love around.
Welcome to the G&B Bureau of...
All right, so what do we got? You can only choose from like the first 6 or 8 here. I'm not gonna scroll down because, you know, again, this is a dev build and therefore I get the cheats, but don't worry about that. Aethium crystal could be good benefit. We're gonna do this lost cargo just because it gives us this aethium crystal as well. That's nice. Let's see, we also have item retrieval. Minesweeper's not too hard. Let's do the item retrieval. A search and destroy because it's fun blowing stuff up. And what do you need? 5 clothing? Do we have clothing? I think we have clothing. That is mining equipment. That is not clothing. Well, unfortunate. We'll just do these 3 then. No other perks yet. Whew. No other perks yet. Let's see. Wow, that's a full map. I like that. Lots of things to do. So let's start with the item retrieval over here. Yeah, I did say earlier, I said something about rethinking one's life. I totally get the reference about the death sticks with Obi-Wan Kenobi and the bar. That's pretty great. I love me some sci-fi references. Of course, the only ones that I don't need to take out are the ones coming at me first. All right. Thankfully, we are in a pretty good position. Where's the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Right, let's just get overly aggressive. That's how a gunship plays, right? I think the answer is yes. We just conquered them gloriously.
I just need to check, Eric. Are you feeling all right?
What do you mean?
You used your ult.
Look, it's a oh my gosh. Yesterday, I stayed up all night and I just kept thinking to myself, press the G button, press the G button. Oh my gosh. No, I'm trying to be more efficient is the big thing. And it turns out that when you use your resources, like your ult, for example, the game runs better. More to your favor, in fact. This blaster is so tempting, but look at that spread. 2 degree spread. Ouch. Yikes. Yeah, and the more I'm looking at this, so that detail that says the increased velocity to all primary weapon projectiles, that I think that that's actually an error. I think that that is I think that's something that we need to fix, and that's a bug that we have internally. Because I'm pretty sure that's actually the projectile velocity. It's supposed to just say projectile velocity. So I'll talk to Hans Christian about that. Because I think we had an oopsie. But don't worry about that otherwise. Don't worry about it. We'll get that fixed up right-a-roo. Let's see. Did we got the thing, right? We got the thing. We got the thing, yeah, because we can go to another place to do another thing. In fact, do we have... Are we tracking the missions? Yeah, we are. Okay. Yeah, let's go do this. Excellent.
Hive, what's your present condition?
I have fully adapted to the new craft and am in the process of acquainting myself with you again as its pilot. My databanks, as discussed, remain out of date until I am permitted to link to Eternal.
How about your personality protocols? Are you capable of switching?
You are dissatisfied with my default settings? Please, feel free to experiment.
I might just...
Hey, Michael, were you here whenever there was the question about the Hive customization? Because I know that you had a much more eloquent response towards that. I did supply an answer earlier in the stream, but I was curious. We had a question asking if we would ever have the ability to customize the Hive, and the short of it, I said no. But I was wondering if you wanted to say something a little more official, if you'd like, because you're a lovely human being. And I think this chat appreciates you. I have a hunch. Have a hunch.
It has to be somewhere around here.
All right. Haha! Victory! Oh, no, we want to use you. That's okay. That's all right. There we go. There's another one. Wonderful. You know, sometimes these find the lost containers can be super nice, especially if you're looking for resources as well, because they can be hidden amongst like a... Wow, look at... That one's easy mode. Wow. Search this area of open space. Find the 3 glowing bits. And of course, I lost one. There it is. Whew. Super complicated gameplay. Whew. Made coffee. Did I miss anything? No, I was just asking if you wanted to have an official response for the question of, can we customize Hive's voice? In short, I said no, but I didn't know if you wanted to say something a little bit more on the books officially about it.
Hive, vary its speech protocol to female voice.
Like this, for example, you know.
The method of delivery does not alter the message.
It might be a little more pleasant. Let's just give it a try.
Of course. My default voice was not intended as overtly masculine to begin with.
Yeah, I get your point. Well, let's just stick to default for now.
As you wish.
I do love that exchange, though. It's rather pleasant. We had a healthy bit of banter between Hive and Adam between the fall update and the 1.0 update. There's quite a lot of coverage we made with our voice work. A lot of coverage. I hope you guys have been enjoying that too, because Hive and Adam are just, what a pair. What a pair. Hive will be Hive. Excellent.
Here we go.
I think it would be funny, like, if we had the ability to change his voice, and we changed it, and then Hive's just like, I will not do that. And and that's it. That's all the button does. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm laughing way too hard at that. That's it. That's the feature. That's all it does. Can we get a triple kill? No, it's too far away. Too far away. Missiles do have splash damage like that. There we go. They do have splash damage, but it's awfully close.
Good.
All right. Man, our credits are not moving up at the speed of my desires whatsoever. We might have to do some location challenges too. And we might also just have to settle on the Vanguard instead of the Stinger. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Let's... What do you guys think? Is that okay? Is that okay? Can we buy the Vanguard? It's just a 1+, it's not a tier 2. I also want to get it before it goes, right? I also want to get it before it goes. Ooh. Look over at the YouTube chats. Talking about how I'm always busy. Yes, of course. We over here at ROCKFISH are quite busy. We want to make sure that we are delivering the best experience possible for you all. And you can't accomplish that by being lazy and boring. It's just a simple fact of life. Very much so. Yeah, as you all do know, like, we're also producing the game to be available on the Xbox Series S and X, as well as the PlayStation 5, right? And we have said multiple times it's gonna happen this summer. That's not changing. That's still very much in line with what we're doing. But there's a lot of things that have to be done in order to reach that point. Even outside of the mere fact of make the game. It's a lot of different things. And we have been chugging away all of these processes that we said we would be working on after 1.0 as soon as possible. It's what we're working on. Imagine that. We're doing what we said we were gonna do.
It's all done.
Thank you.
The contract is fulfilled.
I can confirm this. Payment is sent.
Let's get that Atheum. Wonderful. Wunderbar. All right. We did level up to 9. Let's see. We were holding the level 9, weren't we? Yeah, we had a couple level 9s. We have this sensor level 9, which we will grab. We have an Umbra. Is it time to replace this decimator that I'm hardly ever using? Man, I do like that Prime Zapper, but I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's becoming the weakest link. What do we replace here? Oh gosh. It is hard. I think we're actually gonna replace the Bloodstar item, and we're gonna lose our, no, we're not. Wait, how many Bloodstar items do we have? Oh, we have the Renegade Plating. For some reason, I didn't think we had the Renegade Plating on. So we still have this 3-set bonus. Ironically, Bloodstar weapon damage isn't going to benefit us because we don't have any up here. So it doesn't actually matter. It's fine. In fact, let's put this back on just for the better weapon. We're just getting rid of the Bloodstar stuff. Just gonna clear it out. Oh, we need to go over to the other shop to see if the... I'm hopeful it hasn't rotated too much out yet. Let's see. I do see a Striker now. That's new. We have an Interceptor. Wow, they got better. We got better options. And the Vanguard's just a tier 1 now. It cuts me deep. We could go with the Striker though. That could be fun. That could be fun. Oh, that's the same. Oh wait, no. Actually, I think this one's one that's just there, that exists, that I'm certainly not talking about whatsoever. Just some, you know, just showing stuff that's on the screen. Nothing crazy. I've already showed those. Already showed those. All right, cool. I think we're gonna buy this striker. I think I'm gonna buy the striker. I think that's what we're gonna do. It looks really nice. I like that style. So let's see what our purchase options are. Oh yes, to swap it. So we're swapping it right now. Why replace the kinetic weapon? Because the other weapons were doing their due diligence, honestly. That's why. We had a long range and like a really solid mid-range. So then the third one can kind of be whatever, honestly. Here, look. I'll do that so it's a little bit more keen on changing to what our needs are. But nothing too crazy. And if you're still like, how dare you use those weapons? I know, how dare I have a particular playstyle of what I enjoy? Ah, cruel me. But I mean, generally speaking though, I do recommend having a primarily energy-based weapon and primarily kinetic-based weapon. Let's be realistic there. But I digress. I digress. Let's go ahead and sell some of this stuff because I need some monies. See, this one's tempting though. This one is tempting. For the Umbra, excuse me. And now is actually the time to use this. Because ladies and gentlemen, we're in a striker. Now is the time. So I know we just put on the Umbra, but no, we're swapping over to the Executioner. Blueprints unlocked, okay. Blueprint unlocked, okay. Blueprint unlocked, good, good, good. All right. We're gonna keep hanging on to stuff for now. Oh, we can sell that too. I'm actually gonna scrap this to get the blueprints. I wanna complete it. All right, now we'll keep going. How dare I not customize it, right? Let's go to Cephas Downs first. When we land at the location inside of Cephas Downs, then we'll stylize it a little more. That's how we're gonna do this. Oh man, I missed a solid burn at the time of swapping over to the blaster. Oh man, that's great. So T3 Cube over on Twitch said, well, you have to have skill to use the blaster, so I would suggest still using the decimator. Well played, sir, well played. That's very good. Hi, Chrysant? Hello there. Welcome to the stream. How was your weekend? How are you doing?
This must be the place then. Got a strange feeling about this.
Whoop. Pew. Yes. Ironically, I want to get every single one. I want all that sweet, sweet loot. Give it to me.
That was the rest of the tunnel you just barely made it out of.
Great.
Gosh, Look, I know that you guys love the gunship, but the maneuverability of this thing alone, holy crap, guys. Oh, this feels so much better already, just like immediately. Ooh, can you tell I'm a light ship player? Probably.
It is difficult to say. Even my chemical sensors refuse to go near the concoction.
The letter was written by a brand event and addressed to a woman called Marie.
Striker is great, yes.
DeVent.
Yeah.
That's the name of the train.
Striker is a very delightful ship,
Given
for
the
sure.
limited range of human names and combinations, this may very well be a coincidence.
Getting some frame drops I'm seeing. Woo! A little dodgy. I think for the moment, we are gonna drop down to 30 frames per second. Hopefully that'll smooth some things out. And then when we get out of this territory, we'll bump it back up.
The only way to do this is to continue on foot.
Fortunately, I never have to leave the comforts of the craft.
Even still, stay put.
When can I get my new GPU? No, my machine is pretty beastly, honestly. It really is. I just cleaned it out too fairly recently. It's I keep it up to speed. It's a nice machine. But man, sometimes streaming does weird things depending on what game you're doing. It's wild. It can be wild. So yeah. I do not have a solid mining weapon. A little unfortunate as we go underground. Oh, that's right. We needed the energy sphere first. Lol. Baramite, my buddy. Much better, much better. Whoop, bonk. So many bonks, I don't even care. Doing the gunship in this area would have been, oh, I probably would have gotten a little frustrated. Probably would have said some things not nice about the gunship. Oh my gosh. And I'm not gonna explore the whole thing. I'm gonna pick up this valuable shipwreck over here. And the Culver Crystal. Here's hoping we get some better Culver Crystal. Come on. Come on. Come on. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Woo! That was bad navigating on my part. That looked interesting. Also, let's swap that. Honestly, I think I'm gonna swap. I mean, it's 17 less capacity, but that is going to come back up. We're gonna be in the fray a lot. Feel like that's gonna be just a better option for us. Wait, I was looking at the wrong one. That's what I wanted to look at. Not worth it. Oh, and I just got confirmation from Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it if you're in the stream. If you're not, no worries. But yeah, this, the thing that was saying the increased velocity to all primary weapon projectiles, that is in fact the primary, the projectile velocity. Whew! That is in fact the projectile velocity. It just needs to be fixed. Just needs to be fixed. So yeah. I think I'd rather have precision. I'd rather have more damage, just in general. I also like how this has bypassing shield. That's nice. All right. Oh no, I turned myself around. Where was I at? Oh yeah. Oof, oof. Okay. Now I know where I'm going. Here we go. Okay, so quick reference time. I just made that sound and it reminded me, please somebody out there get this. Diablo 3 Witch Doctor. You know what I'm talking about? That crazy man's voice. Felt like I was going into Witch Doctor mode there for a second.
Be sure to avoid their spit. I agree. Cave crawlers stun and capture their prey by injecting the contents of their digestive tracts.
There we go.
That cracked wall looks promising.
Oh, so fun fact about the cave crawlers. Developer moment, yay! So whenever these guys, they shoot this stuff at you, you'll notice that it actually does heat seek the ship. It heat seeks. And some of you might be wondering, like, why the heck does it heat seek? That doesn't make any sense at all. True. When we were designing this, and we initially made them shoot this toxic goo, we didn't have it heat seek. And it didn't work. It didn't work at all. There was literally no threat because you're constantly moving through the tunnel, right? And because you're constantly moving, they'd never hit you. And it was just like this sort of aspect of, do we like how it's realistic in that they don't have heat-seeking shots? Or do we need to gamify this? Do we actually need to make this a little bit more of a challenge for the player to rightfully engage with? And obviously, we changed it to where we wanted it to be a bit more of a challenge. Therefore, that is why their goopy mess, in fact, tracks the ship. That's why. Gamification is important.
Oh, hell yeah. Fond memories. I know what you're like, a wild man after a couple of debonair daiquiris. Hey, where's my ride?
No ship here, Alec.
What? But I very intentionally left it at a spot where I could see it from miles away.
Yes, you and anyone else. I detect a civilian vessel on what appears to be a junk.
I guess I could be exploring some of these other nodes nearby.
Take offense at that.
Any idea who's been running cleanup crews?
There's a pretty large number of secrets at this
Prefer to keep the place
planet.
Keep an eye out for any Okar.
I'm gonna buy a beam laser next chance I get just for the sake of mining. Goodness gravy. All right, anyway, let's go, let's head on over here to Alec's ship. And while we're doing this combat, actually, maybe not. We're gonna wait for questions afterwards because this combat could actually be kind of tricky. You know, I'll do this puzzle. I'll do this little quick thing. Let's answer a question.
Okay, right. Akara Vortex on YouTube wants to know why the time extender from EVERSPACE 1 was changed to the time dilation for EVERSPACE 2. They both seem to give better control in a situation, but the second one is also slowing yourself down, so it kind of lowers your DPS. They've said it is Alt-Y, so I think there's a bit of a language barrier there.
Okay, so there's two different effects in EVERSPACE 2. There is time dilution, but there is also the time extender that does return as an ultimate for the Vanguard. So we're talking about two different things there. The time dilution is very much where it literally slows the entire game down. So everything's moving at half speed, including you and all of your interactions, which in some cases can prove to help you perform more precise movements and commands. But the time extender does in fact return as the Vanguard's ultimate, and it operates in the same capacity as the time extender of EVERSPACE 1 in that you move at double speed, effectively. Or you could also look at it as you move at normal speed and everything moves at half speed around you. So hopefully that clarifies those details. Why not use the crafting system to make a beam laser? Do I have the blueprint? That's the question. I have a basic one. Okay, fine. I didn't think about it, that's why. You kidding me? Look, I don't mean to brag, but there's a lot of things I don't think about, okay? All right, but now the problem is, what do I put it on? Because this is not going to be an effective weapon. Why did I make this? I succumbed to the chat on this one. I'm not happy with this decision. I just wasted little parts. I didn't waste much. Good, but still. You know, for the sake of just in the moment, whatever. We'll just we'll use it right now. But we are absolutely changing this out before we take on the Okar. But dang, is that so much more satisfying. Oh my gosh. All right. I appreciate it, chat. Let's answer another question.
Dave00 back on YouTube wants to know, would you guys consider a buff to job rewards? Most of the time I don't do them because the rewards are just not exciting enough.
Well, there are buffs to the jobs so long as you do more jobs. As your reputation increases, the rewards also increase. Like, it guarantees items, it increases the credits earned. It's one of those things where you put more time into it, the more you earn from it. So if you haven't gone that route, I would encourage you to do so. There's also, of course, the random luck of having jobs that do give you a bit more than not, including items and a little bit more credits. That can also be based on level. So there's kind of like a trade-off of getting those rewards. But yeah, I mean, aside from all of that, I would say there's not really too much discussion internally about buffing jobs. In fact, I would say if anything needs a buff, it would probably be the high risk areas, because as it stands, if you were to speed run jobs versus you were to speed run high risk areas, you're gonna make a lot more items, credits, and generally stuff from doing the jobs as opposed to high risk areas. And that's probably not the way we would like it to be. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, skip. Okay, so potential death inbound. This is a particularly challenging engagement, honestly. This is a particularly challenging engagement. And so in order to overcome this, we have to look fancy. That's what that means, right? So let's see. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, I like where this is going. Oh, okay, yes, yes. No, take a step back. All right, better. Okay, okay. Yes. Okay, all right. I like this. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that. Okay, all right. Let's see what colors we got over here. Honestly, that works. I like this. I like this. I'm gonna stick with the. I was gonna. No, I don't like that. I think that's too much. No, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back one. We're gonna do that. We don't have any other engine colors yet, though. Shame on me. I know. Shame on me. What do we got here? Got some. Let's go to orange. Here we go. Yes. Yeah. I like that. We're gonna go with this. I am pleased. I don't think we have any other ship modules for this guy in particular. Nope. We're gonna take that. Okay. Now that we are styling, we're gonna be able to take this on. Oh my gosh. Wow. Guys. How have you not reminded me to upgrade my devices? That's on you. That's not on me. But I am gonna use magnetic repulsor because dang, I love this one. I love this one probably a little too much. And I probably want energy orbs. Energy orbs are such a delight for the striker because you're always in the face. All right. Here we go. And I do still have the frame locked to 30 frames per second, so if any of you are watching, you're like, why does it look a little more choppy? That's just kind of where it's at the moment. Let's see if we can knock out his shields. Come on. Yeah. Oh, ooh, pain. Actual pain. He bounced off of that. Did you see that? Oh, that's actually nuts. How dare he? All right. So we need an energy weapon, honestly. That's what we're missing right now. We cannot rely. Maybe we can. Maybe we can use the striker at range. You know, like it's not meant to be used for. Oh, come on. Didn't even get the... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. I know, right? Seriously. Oh, that's not good at all. Definitely got in over my head. Yeah, seriously, Alec, come on, bro. Knock out his shields, come on! Why is it not disabling his shields? Ah, it's the reason I kept that one. Oh, yeah, we need an energy weapon. That's for sure. Death number 6.
Finding the gunship.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, guys, taking over for the stream is Gary on Nightmare difficulty in the gunship. Under-leveled at this particular environment. Dang. All right. Whew. Yeah, fighting Okar without energy weapons. Yeah, that was my first mistake. Yep. Definitely understand. We are at 6. Okay. So because it just thrusts us in, let's see. I mean, a blaster actually could be very good here. In fact, let's just get up in the grill. Let's screw the railgun. It's not serving us whatsoever. Let's do that instead. Let's see, what else could we do to adjust? We could plop this on, but we're gonna have to wait 20 seconds to use energy shields. That could be damaging towards us. Oh, look, we have clothes. I don't think I want to do that. I think we're gonna wait until after the dust settles. So let's make some space for ourselves.
You are drawing fire.
Ah! All right. Ah, I don't like those drones being so close. Get off of me. Ooh, pain. Let's see. Why did you spawn right behind me? Rude! Oh, come on! The last guy! It's a little disappointing, not gonna lie. It's a little disappointing. Alright. Alright. I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing. Okay. Take number 3. Oh my goodness. Now we do need to buy ourselves a little bit of time. Oh, we still have that railgun. Hang on a second. Actually, railgun, hang on. Maybe we keep the railgun. Just a way to soften things up, perhaps? Oh, I really wanted that drone to come out first. How did you not die? Is that guy still stuck down there? I want that hidey hole too, goodness. keep looking at that guy stuck in the floor. All right, there we go. Really? Okay. Really? Just run into my mines, please. I don't want to deal with you. Thank you. And you got out. Okay, there we go.
Let's get out of here. So long, suckers.
Take your time, Alec. The suckers are all gone now.
See?
Whew.
Always works out in the end.
All right, that's better.
Okay, listen. I've got to go back to Prescott and talk to Maddox for real this time.
That's a nice combo.
Who is this Mr. Ceto you were talking about?
My new boss on Prescott runs the big casino. Daryl is one of his
I'm using railgun wrong, probably.
He has his hand in every pocket on Prescott, but no one is supposed to talk about it. Under
Well played,
any
sir. Well played.
circumstances.
Was it?
Now I know why Daryl wanted rid of me.
Well, he didn't die, so it's an
That's
achievement.
fair. That's fair.
Rescue and all.
I suppose we are in fact intact. We did use our
About my next move.
perk though, didn't we? Did we use the close call?
A few slam bruises on Bishop Starport ought to get my brain cells churning.
I understand.
Not using my beam laser.
Thanks, buddy. It's good to see you again. I got your sig for when I need to find you.
Take care, Alec. All right, Hive. Let's head back to Prescott and find that Maddox guy once and for all.
Before we go down there, just in case, we're just gonna nice little manual save so we don't have to do that again. I know it also just quick saved based on the progression of the mission, but still, you can't be too sure, right? As gamers, you've all been there. It's like you save the game and then you save the game again just to be sure. That's where I'm at right now. Whew. And I'm still stubbornly not using a beam laser. Whew. All right, fine. We'll swap it over. We'll swap it over. I forgot how deep this cave went. Tell you what. This particular stream, I don't know, there's something, I feel like the game has something against me today. Alright, well there's still more secrets here. We'll come back to those later. That's fine. I want to complete one of the side missions because I literally just have to pick up something and it's a nice amount of credits and experience. Let me see if I can, it's not data fishing, that one's too hard. A customs made error, because that has the waves of enemies. Spelunking for madcaps actually shouldn't be too bad either. We'll highlight that one, but we're gonna head back to base first. Let's go ahead and answer some more questions. Or wait, no.
Okay.
No,
Ooh.
time out.
Ooh.
We're not gonna answer questions. I just looked at the time. Instead, I'm gonna head back to Starbase. Then I'm gonna adjust some elements. I'm gonna try and do this side mission, probably not complete it, but we'll save during the middle of it. Then we're gonna transition over to screenshots and answer questions then. There we go. Cool. So thank you for your patience. Death counts at 7. Whew. Blame the game, Eric. Hate the play, not the game. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm a professional gamer. It was my controller. My keyboard's acting up. There was light in my eyes. Okay, I'll play with 2 hands now. Yeah, of course. I get it. I get it. I'll stop playing with my feet. I understand. It's the ping. Yeah, definitely. It's the internet connection. It's so wonky. What's going on? It's like, I mean, if the chat wasn't active, I wouldn't be distracted at all. Like, geez, it's you guys. It's not me. It's clearly. I like the ping one. That's good. That's good. That is a good one. So yeah, we'll follow the ramen drones down. What I like doing is completely cheesing this segment. I just like flying down to the hangar and just waiting here for a drone. Oh wait, is it open already? Sweet. Oh wait, this is the other side, isn't it? This is the wrong side. I got way too excited about that. I'm on the wrong side. Imagine if I was following a drone right now. I like how I said I was cheesing it and the game's just, it's playing me. Wait, did it seriously go in? Wait, was I in the right spot? No. No. I was in the right. Goodness gravy. Eric's height, less oxygen at that elevation, that's definitely it. Oh my gosh. Woo! I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get to the madcaps bit, because we're going to have to do the chase sequence first. Do I want to do that first? Oh gosh, that doesn't sound fun. That sounds complicated. Guess we'll find out. Delivery drone. So guys, with all sincerity, thank you so much for being with the stream today. I know that we didn't officially have anything to tease, but clearly, if you were paying attention, we're working on a number of things to diversify ships. And yeah, we're having a lot of fun with it. We're having a lot of fun with it. And hope that you will enjoy it as a complimentary bonus whenever we get to our content update. I might giggle a little if I die to ramen drone. Might giggle a little. Yeah, so this is a terrible predicament because honestly, what we need to do is repair before we go and do all of this stuff. I can't remember if we disable the ability to dock after this particular instance. So let's find out. Let's see. Okay, cool. So this is going to be absolute pain and suffering. And we also need to restock. Oh my gosh, we need so much. We need to like, wow, we need to boost our stuff. That's what we need to do. That before anything else happens, we need to go through our equipment and we need to fix this nonsense. Yikes town, population me. No wonder that was so hard. I had to perform with underperforming equipment, underleveled. I was making it hard on myself. And on top of that, I was playing with one hand. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and save here. This is where we're gonna pause. And I think what I might do, and I said that I wasn't gonna do this, and now I'm saying this, but I think what I'm gonna do is outside of the stream, I'm gonna just take a little bit of intentional time to clean up my inventory. And then at the start of next stream, it'll be where that's at. That way you don't have to watch me fiddle around for 10 to 15 minutes getting everything in order. Yeah, but aside from that, we will pick up right where we leave off next week in this nightmare mode and maybe have a couple other little things to talk about on that front. So I'm gonna take a really quick break. When I come back, we're gonna go and talk about your screenshots and answer more questions and, of course, have a little bit of fun. So don't go anywhere, be right back. What? I'm back. Getting your photos pulled up right now. And here we are. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my goodness. That was some fun gameplay segments today, I think. I think that operated pretty well. A shame about the deaths. Primarily my own fault and being under-equipped, honestly. The more I'm thinking about that. I should have made the corrosion stuff at first. That would have been probably the smartest thing to do. Donna Will, this is a shot from him and his beautiful interceptor that he's hoping to see tier 4 wings. And let me tell you what, you will get tier 4 wings on this wing type. We are absolutely working on tier 4 wings for basically all the ones that are currently available. We want more, we're gonna make more. So really like this shot. And as I'm going through these shots, as you guys know, in this bit, we are going to be answering questions as well. So if you have questions that either didn't get answered or you just have curiosities, what have you, by all means, go ahead and shoot them in the chat and GeekByte will supply them so we can cover them. We're gonna transfer over to Highbarf's shot here as we answer our first question.
Right, this is quite a long question. I hope you sat down and ready for this one. It's from T3Cube over on Twitch.
Okay.
Right, a long time ago, I pitched having a base missile that can have different payloads attached. This would allow more customization for teleporting missiles, normal missiles, cruise missiles, rockets, mines, etc. Every secondary with the modularity of being able to apply a package that has a separate charge count when compared to the missile types we have today. Was this considered? Was it too complicated to implement, or would it be too complex for players in terms of usage?
It's too complicated, both from a standpoint of the technical side as well as for players. It's just not very accessible, unfortunately. In fact, to even backtrack that one step further, the concept of having a missile that teleports, the Scorpion missile versus the corrosion missile, they're basically the same missile, right? Except one teleports and the other one does not. Literally, they're exactly the same otherwise. I mean, the values are a little bit different, but the point is that they're basically the same. Being able to just say, oh, well, how about we make a modifier for the secondaries that allows a missile to teleport, right? So instead of making an entirely different variation of the corrosion missile, we would have instead made just a modifier that says, this missile teleports to its destination, right? So it could generate on anything, which would actually have created more variety of items, right? If you think about it, right? That's kind of like adding a package on all of the, like, see where I'm going with this? Like, see the parallel? That was too complicated. It was easier to create an entirely separate item that did that thing as opposed to make a modifier that applied to all of the different items. So that could probably give you some perspective as to how something like that concept, which again, I don't know if actually I mentioned it, so maybe not again, but I do want to, validate your thoughts there. I do think that's awesome. I do think that's a clever idea. But in terms of what we're aiming for and the content and how accessible it is, we needed to take some other routes. And we also needed to go those other routes in order to save specific time on other processes that we're coming to the game state. So I really love that thorough question. So thank you for that. This shot comes from Akara Vortex and sucking in tremendous amounts of loots after successfully completing a multitude of rift runs. Looks awesome. It looks so cool. But if anyone's wondering, is it possible to have like three legendaries? It's only three. 3 legendaries drop all at once. Well, there's actually another legendary over here. There's a couple other legendaries over here. No, I think at most at this point in time, I've ever seen 2 legendaries drop in a single drop. So yeah, I don't think it's possible for any more to be dropping. And if this is a gimmick that I'm not aware of that's dropping multiples, I want to know how to do it. Shoot, I want to get 10 legendaries at once. That'd be pretty freaking cool. Let's go over to Stormblast's shot, showing off a collection of his scout. And I love the way that he stylized this. It's just a nice, pleasant, atmospheric photo as well. Let's get to another question.
Right. Bit of a short question this one time. Any news on the booster maths from Slurring Tetson on YouTube?
Gosh, yes. No, I don't have any answers for that yet. So I mean, the short of it is, gosh dang, you know what? I'm gonna poke again. Oh, I'm poking a bear. I'm poking a bear. But I'm going to ask again. I have to type this up again just to bring it home, okay? One second. I'm gonna... This question's been floating out there for what now? A week? 2 weeks? Surely it hasn't been 2 weeks. If it's been 2 weeks, I'm so sorry. I do want to get an answer for you. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring this up. Okay. Question has been asked. All right. So, don't have an answer for you yet. My apologies. But if I don't have one next week, shame on me for sure. Shame on me for sure. This next shot comes from Geometry Prime. Rocking a stinger that we were hoping to purchase today, but you know, you don't always get what you want, and that's okay. We are gonna have a lot of fun with the striker regardless. If I can use it correctly. I really wish I could have got a tier 2 striker. I'm getting to the part of the game where a tier 2 would be very beneficial. But alas, we were not able to purchase it at this time. But I do like the way that this one's stylized. I think this engine type, the soft green, it's one of my favorites in the game. It just, oh gosh, it just feels right. It just feels right. And I love the way that Geometry Prime has organized this photo to just bring it home. Very clever shot. Good stuff. We are going to transfer the shot over to Dark Chaos from the original EVERSPACE, capturing a delightful scene flying through an empty asteroid. What looks to be in possibly the Zarkov system. Just a nice positioning of the planet in the background and the player ship flying through. So let's go ahead and answer another question if we got one.
We have. I know we've covered this one a little bit before, but just for a bit of clarity for the new players.
Yeah.
This one's from Rakdos over on YouTube. Is the level cap in the game still being worked on, or will it stay at level 30?
For the game is complete. Level cap is intentionally at level 30. From a free content update, we wouldn't raise the level cap. Absolutely not. Premium DLC, we are deciding on if a level cap would need to happen or not. There's a lot of factors there, and one of those factors, in fact, is how location levels would remain static. And you know, when you start thinking about that, it almost sounds, it's obvious that the level cap has to raise. Still, there's discussions that circulate around those features and how we would move forward. So, yeah. Can't really answer that at this time, but for the base game for 1.0, yeah, it's done. Level 30, that's you got the content. You got the max level. You have reached it. You are there. Your destination. Speaking of destinations, the Oracle of Leana had spent a very long time trying to get a Visions of Decay, and they had celebrated by posting their shot of completing their Lunacy 500 rift. I don't know which number rift this was, of just going through so many of them, never finding it. They finally found it. So this is kind of like a celebration screenshot. Congratulations, the Oracle of Leana, for finally getting your Visions of Decay. Whew, RNG was not with you, but I'm glad that it was finally to top off your needs. I hope that it rolled well. Whew. Man, what a doozy. But definitely appreciate your desire to capitalize on. We also have a slew of shots from Silver Knoll that came out of nowhere. Love the way that he used these dynamic angles and locations that kind of took me a moment to figure out where it actually was at. And yeah, it's just a great shot. I love these shots that kind of almost make the environments look new in a way. And it was done pretty well by Silver Knoll here. Let's go ahead and hit up another question as well.
Right. This one is from Denis Bondarenko over on YouTube. Are there more warfare devices planned, or are there at least some good ideas for more?
I mean, we have more ideas for devices. Are they planned or not? It's hard to say. We did have probably way too many devices, ideas, like way long ago. But what it turned out, we discovered that some of the devices were not only being redundant, but they were also hogging the limelight for what could be applicable to like an item modifier, for example, or even a ship passive that you get uniquely for a class. So we've had to go through the devices and, you know, we consolidated. We feel pretty well about the selection that's in 1.0. Like that's not probably going to get expanded in a free content update. You know, it's always possible for more to show up, like especially in an expansion to the game, like the DLC. But at this time, I can't really confirm that more devices will happen. So it's a curious one because I would love for you guys to, you know, have that expectation, but I don't think that would be a good one to have. I think that it would be better to be hopeful, but not expect more devices in the future. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I would love to see more, but there's a lot of factors that come into what we're working on with the expansion. This next shot comes from Rick Adber, flying through Drake. A little bit of a frosty environment here. I always love the shots that highlight your particular ship designs too. I'm always a big fan of that. I love seeing your all styles because they're better than mine. That's for sure. So we are going to jump on over to Secret President's shot here as we answer another question. This one's truly making a splash. Ha! Shame on me.
Okay.
Sorry. Apologize.
Wizard Jerry over on YouTube, he's asking the question. It's a maths question. I do apologize.
Okay.
Interceptor's passive, collecting an energy orb grants 1% increased critical hit chance. Do we have an answer yet? I believe this might be another ongoing question.
Is that one was the question about it being additive?
Yes, he did put a formula.
Yeah, it's additive. Yeah, so and I know that because I actually had a little bit of a exploration of some values, and the plus means that it is adding 1% to your whatever your total percentage is. That would be different if it just said 1% increase. If it was 1% increase, it is increasing the value by 1%, whereas plus 1% increase means that it is adding 1% to the value. Clarity. So yeah, when it stacks up, I think the maximum, I think it's 20%, that it basically is maxing out at 20% critical chance to whatever your value is. So if your value's 40% and you keep ramping it up, it goes 41, 42, 43, all the way up to 60%, because that is how we add numbers when it's 40 plus 20. Excellent. But yeah, that is how that one goes together. It's a great question, and that is the clarity. We have another shot from the Oracle of Leanna here, and I'm just a big fan of your ship decoration. I like it. I also am a big fan of the Stinger, as you all know, because I was so sad that I couldn't buy one today. But I love the way that the internal engines are on the sides of these wings. Oh, I love how that was put together. Pretty sure that was Matthias's doing. So Matthias, thank you. You're a wizard. Very much appreciate it. Love the way it comes together. And I'm always a big fan of the environmental shots too. Just looking onward for something new to explore and to find. And Keone's system definitely provides that. Oh, is that spoiler? Should I not say that? I don't know. Regardless. Next shot, before we answer another question, or actually let's answer another question as we show Oli Brahm's shot here. Just a nice look through Zarkov from the perspective of the side of a gunship, or near the side of a gunship, I should say.
Excelsior over on YouTube is wanting to know, would it be possible to reuse Everspace 1 planet textures for Everspace 2? Or is there any particular reason you guys didn't reuse them?
Well, I mean, we hardly reused anything at all from Everspace 1 because Everspace 2 is its own game, right? We did not just like pull over assets and then like add some stuff to it. Like all the new assets in Everspace 2 are new because they are quite literally built from the ground up. That being said, obviously we do have some similarities abound, of course, but again, they are original pieces. So no, they would not be able to just be pulled over. In fact, I think Marco would flip a lid if he heard that question live on stream. But also note that the way that the skyboxes, that's the word, the skyboxes were done in Everspace 1 is also a little bit different in how it was done in Everspace 2. And because Everspace 1 was a smaller game, because we could conserve a lot more based on how the gameplay experience goes, we could get a little bit more specific with textural qualities in that skybox. It's intentionally like very pretty to look at so that through these runs, these roguelike runs, you're not just staring at the same old thing out in space over and over and over again. It had to look sexy. It had to look sexy. Whereas in Everspace 2, we've got this, open world with tons of handcrafted environments that you're flying around in. The scenery changes based on where you are at. And the textural quality of that, I mean, if we wanted to ramp that up to the degree of Everspace 1, I think we're getting into some territory where we could start causing some issues with just performance, just for doing that alone. And instead of going crazy on that front, we have to consolidate and say, hey, because these environments are way larger and there's so many more things loaded in, how can we put emphasis in the best place possible for the greatest amount of experience gained for the player? And sometimes that means we put more emphasis on what's right in front of you or around you or what you're engaging with, as opposed to that skybox that's way out in the distance that you can see from multiple angles because you're going to all these environments literally around it. Whew, that was an incredibly long explanation, but hopefully that kind of helps you have a better understanding as to why the answer there is it's no. It has nothing to do with being lazy and we didn't want to. It's everything to do with we want everyone to be able to enjoy the game, and some things have to be thoughtfully considered and thoughtfully removed whenever making those approaches. So cool. This shot comes from Kowalski, right? This one's Kowalski, right? We just did, yeah, okay. This one's Kowalski sharing some shots of his elite sentinel here. He had another one where it was cloaked, which also looked pretty dang cool. But I love the coloration. You can't go wrong with black and red. I mean, you really can't. I think it comes together very well. This reminds you of the Empire ships from Star Wars. Yeah, I'm thinking like the Remnant ships, like the elite fighters of the Empire. They always had like highlights of red. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Very, very good stuff. So yeah, I definitely dig the coloration. Think it comes together very, very well. Let's move over to Thunder Flames. Whew, that's clean. It's so pleasing. That's so pleasing. Just everything about that ship. And it has an incredibly nice background to boot. So nice shot from Thunder Flame just to stare at as we answer another question.
Right, we've got one from RGB Toaster 21 on Twitch. They've just unlocked a few legendary weapons from quests and noticed that how they are level dependent, and they're worried that they kind of been wasted because they aren't going to be able to use them at higher levels. Do you want to just explain that there's potential for new legendaries later on? Yeah,
those legendaries that you find from those specific events, you can also get from the rifts. At least that's how it was when I last tested it. If that's changed, I'm going to be really, really upset. I'm going to yell at somebody on team like, we need to fix this right now. But no, you should definitely be able to. I'm rather confident that those same legendaries can be reobtained from rifting, and also from nightmare difficulty random drops. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. If you found one at like level 18, you can find it again at level 30. You can absolutely find one at level 30. And also, I think something to keep in mind is that the benefit of finding those legendaries at a lower level is that you're getting a freaking legendary at a lower level. Like that's really good in comparison to the other equipment that's at that level. So it should be able to last you for some time in the story missions if you are taking care of those side quests even earlier than what you maybe should be doing. So do keep that in mind. There's a true benefit there. So guys, I have run out of time. I do still have a slew of images here, so this is a little bit awkward, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna save the rest of the screenshots for next week along with the next grouping. Quick question, Gary, how many questions did we have left, actually?
That is the bang on 0 left. Perfect.
It's been a
timing.
week. Thanks for coming. See you later. Awesome. It's great. So yeah, we're gonna end it right there. So guys, thank you so much for coming out to the ROCKFISH Games official stream. You have been absolutely awesome, where I have been absolutely Eric Schrader, your community ambassador for ROCKFISH Games. Looking to see you next week when maybe we can tease a little bit something else. I'm not sure. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's always a little bit of a toss-up, but we are working rather hard behind the scenes. Either way, if I don't have information regarding the boost maths, whew, oh my gosh, Gary will start coming after me. It'll be nuts. So, but yeah, don't stop being awesome, and I will catch you next week. Toodles! I know you're waiting here for it. I know you are. You can't sneak past me, guys. This is the post-stream shenanigans segment. Did you guys enjoy that stream today? Did you like it? Is this nightmare mode run going well for you all? Nightmare difficulty? It's not a mode. Gosh, we're not making new modes. I tell you, my words are weird, but gosh, oh, I'm telling you. I'm hoping you're having as much fun as I am, because sincerely, like doing a nightmare difficulty run through the game, trying to collect all the stuff, I'm getting so much value out of this, and being able to show you this gameplay, at a high level, maybe sometimes too high of a level, but it's very satisfying, and I really appreciate you all being here and having your conversations that are both silly but also professional with your questions and everything. It's so good. It's so good. Good stream, except it's too short. Oh my gosh, that's very kind of you. I do appreciate that. Nightmare's nice, could be more challenging. Oh my gosh, look at you all. Look at you all. Some absolute legends out there just like cruising through Nightmare like it's nothing. I'm still waiting for the screen capture of like the full completion of the game and you're like in a level 1 Vanguard with no shields or armor. Like you share that with me and I'll be mad impressed. Oh my gosh. It's literally not possible, but anyway. But yeah, guys, sincerely, thank you so much. It means a tremendous amount to us for being here and being present with everything that we say and do. The stuff that we are working on behind the scenes, it really is crazy. So obviously there was another really big game that released today, so we weren't actually sure what the numbers were going to look like for the stream. And if that kind of matches you up, hope that you have a great weekend and all of your, kingdom tears that would be shed, perhaps. But otherwise, yeah, keep rocking it in all things EVERSPACE 2 related. We love to hear and see the screenshots and the videos that you produce and the challenges that you face off with and just do amazing jobs, as well as, your ideas and suggestions. Obviously they're not nearly as relevant as they were before 1.0, but you never know if something that you say might bring something to light and it ends up sneaking into a premium DLC next year. I don't know. So all of your support and your love and your conversations, always fantastic. All right, now it's time for me to adjust my throat and do a thing, I guess. My throat has been a little more sore lately than not, and that's never pleasant. I don't even know what beat to start with. Let's see. This is gonna be weird. My throat's dry. Hang on. Enough with the excuses. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys. Yeah, you know what? If you want to, I want you guys to record yourself doing this and send like a little video in our memes channel. That's my challenge to you for next week. Do it. Just do it. Okay? All right. Restart. Hang on. I lost it. It was offbeat. No, it was bad. Yeah. EVERSPACE 2. I'm out.